A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a dramatic turn of events, House Republicans have successfully navigated President Donald Trump's ambitious tax cuts package through a pivotal committee vote held on a rare Sunday night. The vote, which concluded with a narrow margin of 17-16, came after a previous attempt to advance the bill failed just days earlier due to dissent from conservative members of the party. The four conservative Republicans, who had previously opposed the measure, opted to vote present this time, allowing the legislation to proceed amid ongoing negotiations. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson expressed optimism about the bill's prospects, acknowledging that while there are still details to be finalized, he believes the discussions will lead to a successful outcome. Johnson's remarks came after a series of meetings with Republican lawmakers, where he indicated that some minor adjustments had been made to address the concerns of the dissenting members. However, he refrained from providing specific details about these changes, leading to further scrutiny from Democrats and members of the media. The proposed legislation aims to extend the existing income tax cuts that were initially established during Trump's first term in 2017, while also introducing new temporary tax breaks that align with the president's campaign promises for the upcoming 2024 election. These new tax breaks include exemptions on tips, overtime pay, and auto loan interest payments. Additionally, the bill outlines significant increases in spending for border security and defense initiatives. Critics of the measure, particularly from within the Republican Party, have raised alarms about the potential impact on the national debt. The Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, a nonpartisan fiscal watchdog, estimates that the bill could add approximately $3.3 trillion to the national debt over the next decade. Conservative members have voiced concerns that the tax cuts and new spending are disproportionately front-loaded, while the proposed measures to offset these costs are back-loaded, potentially leading to long-term fiscal challenges. Among the dissenters is Representative Chip Roy of Texas, a prominent leader within the House Freedom Caucus, who emphasized the need for more substantial reforms before he could lend his support to the final product. Roy articulated his belief that the current version of the bill does not adequately address the fiscal realities facing the nation. Similarly, Representative Ralph Norman of South Carolina highlighted the recent downgrade of the nation's credit rating as a critical factor in advocating for steeper reductions in spending. As the GOP leadership races against the clock to finalize the bill ahead of a looming Memorial Day deadline, they are also grappling with pressures from centrist Republicans who are wary of the proposed cuts to Medicaid and food assistance programs. These cuts are intended to offset the cost of the tax breaks, but many lawmakers are concerned about the implications for working-class Americans. Johnson has indicated a desire to implement new work requirements for able-bodied Medicaid participants as soon as possible, although these requirements are currently set to take effect in 2029 under the proposed legislation. The debate surrounding the bill has intensified, with Democrats vehemently opposing the proposed cuts and characterizing the legislation as detrimental to the working class. Representative Jim Clyburn of South Carolina criticized the bill, stating that while balancing the budget is important, it should not come at the expense of working men and women. As discussions continue, Johnson is aiming to bring the bill to the House floor before the end of the week, despite the uncertainty surrounding its final form and the potential for further amendments. The outcome of this legislative battle remains uncertain, as both sides of the aisle prepare for a contentious debate in the coming days. Should the bill clear the House, it will then move to the Senate, where Republican lawmakers are also considering potential changes that could complicate its passage. With the stakes high and the clock ticking, the coming week promises to be a pivotal moment for the GOP as they seek to deliver on their promises to the American people while navigating the complexities of party dynamics and fiscal responsibility. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.